Hey there, I'm meteorologist Mackenzie Bart. We are getting a dose of winter weather today. Saw some rain, some sleet, even a little bit of graupel across the area. Now that temperatures are falling tonight, we're even seeing some wet snowflakes out there. Now, we're not expecting anything to really accumulate too much tonight, but by early tomorrow morning, some of us could be waking up to some light snow accumulations. We're going to pinpoint who's expected to see the snow and when we'll be back in the 70s, because I know we missed that. So we'll take a look at that all here in this video. So stick along, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask and I'll answer them. We're really seeing this system start to wind down some. We pretty much had a good coverage across the area this afternoon, that mix of some drizzle and wintry mix. Now it's becoming fewer and far between, but we're still seeing some areas getting a bit of that wintry mix and even some wet snow. Our radar picking up on some of that a little bit closer to Middlefield, even through Williamsfield, near the Pennsylvania border. Green, seeing a little bit of that wintry mix, some wet rain, even some wet snowflakes. It's going to be this area, the higher elevation, that we're watching out for, that could have some light accumulations by early tomorrow morning. If we head down just south of the Worcester area, Salt Creek near Tuscarawas, we are seeing another little batch of some wet snowflakes, pretty scattered here, and also near Mansfield as well. So let me know if you're seeing any across the region. The rest is pretty light and probably more or less some drizzle. Now, temperature-wise, we're just continuing to fall. 30s is where we are now. Upper 30s, 38 in Lorraine, 35 in Mansfield, even 36 in the Worcester region. Here's what we can expect throughout the rest of the night. So the next hour or so, we'll continue to see this wintry mix, a few light showers, but again, that's kind of really winding down for us. We'll see lake effect snow pick up by early tomorrow morning, and again, light dusting possible. It's mainly going to be on the surfaces, so like the car, if you leave it outside, maybe some grassy surfaces. If you brought the patio furniture out this past weekend when we were in the 80s, you might see some there, but our ground temperatures are in the 50s and even 60s, so really too warm to kind of support anything on the surface. Tonight, temperatures will fall back into the 30s, so definitely going to feel cold enough. We'll see those showers and even a bit of a wintry mix fade away as we get closer to 9, 10 o'clock. Still going to be cold and breezy though. That means by early tomorrow morning, we are going to see that wind chill really dive. So temperatures going to feel like the 20s at points by early tomorrow morning. For the kiddos that have to stand out of the bus stop, make sure you have a few extra layers. It is really going to feel cold. Tomorrow is when we'll see that lake effect kick in overnight and early tomorrow morning, and then we'll start to see some clearing throughout the second half of the day. Temperature's still going to be cold though. We're talking 40s from start to finish. Here's what it looks like hour by hour. So by 9, 10 o'clock tonight, really starting to quiet things down across the region, but that's when we're going to see our lake effect communities really pick up on the snow. You can see that's for parts of Ashtabula, Lake, Geauga, and even some parts of northeast Cuyahoga County. And a lot of this will be in our higher elevations that we'll see some of that accumulating snowfall. That'll continue Tuesday around lunchtime. We'll maybe see some raindrops across the eastern half of the state, and then that'll push out by Tuesday afternoon and evening. Quieter conditions move in on Wednesday, and we do have a nice little warm up there in the 8J for you here in a few seconds. All right, here is what we're all looking at. Now, again, it's not going to be much, but some places could see an inch. And again, that's mainly going to be at that higher elevation in parts of Geauga, Lake County, so closer to Hamden and even Newbury, may see an inch, a half of an inch, and then everybody else really close to nothing. Trace a dusting across the rest of the region, but there could be an isolated spot that sees a little bit more than that. Again, that'll be into early tomorrow morning, and that's going to melt away pretty quickly. Here's a quick look at the rest of the week. So dealing with that wintry weather tonight into early tomorrow. Wednesday, quiet and dry, and then Thursday, temperatures really warm up. We're going to be back in the 60s and 70s, and that will bring in our next chance at rain as we head towards the end of the week, and possibly even a few thunderstorms as well. Again, a little bit far out. We'll have more on that as the week goes along. So tonight we'll see that lake effect kick in. That'll stick with us early tomorrow morning. Temperatures in the 40s. Again, light accumulation possible, but that'll melt away as we climb into the 40s during the afternoon. Keep the winter wear around, at least for one more day here. Wednesday, Thursday, back into the 60s, 70s, almost pushing 80 by Thursday. And then rain moves in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Will cool us off slightly heading into the weekend, 50s and 60s. And then starting next week, a little bit cloudy and cool. Morning temperatures back in the 30s, so you may need a few of those layers out as we head into the end of the week. We'll be back on at 10 o'clock tonight with the latest forecast, so feel free to join us then. We'll take a look at the radar and any updates to the numbers, so you can join us at 10 o'clock, or you can always find the latest information at fox8.com underneath the forecast discussion. Have a great night.